Where's this? Flaming bed's on fire. How'd you shut out? Get up. Get out the flaming window in a minute. See if that'll wake you up. Get up!
Come in. Come in. Oh. What time is it?
10 to 5. 10 to 5? What am I doing up at 10 to 5?
See what the weather's doing.
It's asleep like anything else with any sense. Won't be that too often with your smelly socks hiding under the bed.
Why are you awake? Couldn't you sleep?
Don't push it, eh? Shut the light off!
I've got to get dressed, haven't I? You're putting both feet down one trouser leg.
Well, make it quick and let me get back asleep.
I thought you said my socks were under the bed. I haven't got any clean ones. Kev? Kev? Are you awake? Kev!
What do you want?
Lend us a pair of socks, mate.
They're in my top drawer.
Cheers, you're a gent. Have a nice day. See ya. It's not just me, though, is it? I bet he hasn't told you about him reading his car books till all hours, has he? That's why he can't get up in the mornings.
Oh, we really must sort it all out. It was your room before it was Kevin's, so it's up to you to take a lead. Perhaps if you didn't spend so much time at your telescope.
I've got to. I've told you. I'm sweeping the sky for Halley's comet. Just think, if I'm the first one to see it, I could be famous.
But I thought it wasn't due till later this year.
Ah, you see, that's the mathematical forecast, yeah. Due about every 76 years. But, I mean, anything could happen. I mean, there's the planets. Saturn, Jupiter. They could have a very disturbing effect.
Well, if today's an example, wouldn't a disturbing effect make it later rather than sooner?
Mrs. Bishop, you do not understand. The heavens do not conform to earthly behaviour.
No. Bob!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Bishop. Was I making a row?
Oh. It's not the noise so much. What on earth have you been doing with this room?
Why, what's wrong with it?
Oh, look at the state it's in.
And I just sort of collapsed. Kevin put all his maintenance books on it. It just came apart at the seams. I was just trying to hammer...
I'm not talking about the bookcase. I'm talking about... Oh, really, Norman, it's not good enough. I leave it to yourselves because I think you're capable of accepting a little responsibility, but look at it. The beds aren't even made.
Oh, well, I was going to do that after I put the books back.
What's all this on the table?
Oh, it's just a bit of dirty washing. I was going to bring it down.
Well, bring it down and strip the beds and bring the sheets and pillowcases down as well. What are those?
I think they're crisp bags.
Here's up, young fella, my lad. You ought to think yourself very lucky lodging with the likes of Mrs. Bishop. And it's high time you started appreciating it.
Where shall I put these?
I'll see to them. Put them on the washing machine.
And you could wash those yourself. I had to do it for long enough during the war.
Well, we don't want those times back, though, do we?
Don't want the fighting, I'll grant you, but they went out wrong with the rest of it. Shall I tell you what the trouble is? The day they put paid to national service was the day they passed the death knell on this nation's youth. And that's as true as I'm standing here.
I wouldn't mind you doing a year in the army.
Well, why don't you? Smarten yourself up, do as you're told, and show a little appreciation for others.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be an improvement now.
Maybe so, but it needs telling. Sit down. Do you know what I was doing when I was your age?
Manage.
Thank you.
I wish it was share and share alike. You could have half the going over Percy Sugden gave me with the greatest of pleasure. He gave me a right lecturing, didn't he, Mrs. Bishop?
Well...
You deserved it. That's why I give it you. You and your flipping Halley's comics.
Hallies.
2 o'clock in the flipping morning. It's not due for months yet.
Stop changing the subject, you. What about keeping that room tidy, aren't we, Mrs. Bishop?
Well...
So you just do your whack. You're a guest in my room, so behave like one.
I'm a what? I pay as much rent as you, don't I, Mrs. Bishop?
Oh, yes, of course.
But like
you do,
Mrs. Bishop says, I was here first. It's my room, so it's my responsibility.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you subletting.
Oh,
Is it okay if I go and get changed in your room, sir?
Kevin!
Well, he needed telling, Mrs. Bishop.